Howdy, folks! We're back with a new episode of the Land of the Shadow Star D&D campaign. Hooray!
Hooray!
Sorry for missing last week. My internet was exploding, as it has been for the past month. That has been, as near as I can tell, actually fixed.
Wow.
Yeah, it was it was a local issue involving the junction box on the outside of the house and the thing it was in having accumulated water due to all the rainstorms.
Thankfully, our
the
local
technician actually fixed that.
Yes.
They fixed the rain. Got it. Okay.
Absolutely, that's what they fixed, yes. Because apparently they work for Cobra and have a weather dominator. Go figure.
Are you going to tell me that you do?
Honestly, Spectrum being Cobra explains a lot of the issues people have.
I was about to do the same joke. Are you going to tell me that Spectrum isn't Cobra?
Nah, they just went to the guy who made the rain and made sure that he would actually properly store it in boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, good. Proper organization. Just as life should be.
At any rate, long story short, the issue's been resolved, at least for now. So, hooray.
As far as we know, it's been
Yes.
resolved.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were saying that it's actually raining now, so this is the real test?
Yes. the rain literally just stopped like 5 minutes ago, so...
It's
No,
going
that
to
does not mean it won't
us.
resume.
It's going to just...
Yes, it's going to catch fire and explode in about 12 minutes, but, we'll go on while we're dealing with this.
Oh gosh, I didn't know you had rain that caught on fire. I thought we only had that in like Tallahassee.
I didn't realize that you had magnesium rain. That's amazing.
Impressive.
you must have really good up and down speed from Venus, apparently.
Anywho, when we last left off, since it's been a couple of weeks, you guys had met up with the people in the village, done some exploring, found out some things that are going around the area. Notable things is that there is definitely tales of ruins much deeper into the woods, that have lots of weird, interesting things in them. There's an abandoned gold mine. Because it isn't really abandoned so much as there's a hostile lizardman tribe there who's been causing issues, but not major ones. Not as major as at least the pirates who've taken over near one of the nearby villages that were shipwreck survivors, originally sort of primary shipwreck survivors who didn't feel like they wanted to live with the quote natives of the island. So they sort of had their own community that traded with the native village you guys were in, which was called, hang on, Karahuta. That's right. My notes are actually accurate for once. And you guys were deciding what you were going to do next, since you had about a week until the High Priestess would show up to decide your ultimate fate. Which totally would not involve being a sacrifice to the gods by being thrown into a volcano. That would be wrong.
That would be
way too much of a cliche, honestly.
They're worshippers of a water deity.
Yes.
Why would they throw us into the volcano?
But Peter,
It's in the whirlpool instead.
My thought, Peter, would be like they would say, "Oh, we're going to throw you in the volcano as a sacrifice." Everyone's like, "Really?" And they're like, "No, that's stupid. Pull out a gun, just shoot all of us." End of campaign.
My AC of 13.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. They rolled a 20 anyway, so your AC of 13 was just fine.
Well, it turns out that the volcano's acting up because the primal beast of Earth is kind of pissed off about something, so they figure they need to appease him occasionally.
By putting.
Of course, the primal beast of Earth is pissed off. We just killed its avatar on the other continent.
No, that was nature.
Yeah, that wasn't Earth.
Technically
We're not
life,
pissing off Captain Planet yet.
Oh, right.
Hey, I do not care about your cosmology.
Well, as the religious character in the party, I have to take exception to that.
As a person who has selfies with some of the past pantheon,
Someone who spent a lot of time.
I just like the idea.
Cosmology.
What if you're like constantly trying to demonstrate to us that you have, evidence of you and the gods hanging out, but you haven't been able to charge your cell phone while you've been here, so you can't prove it to anyone?
I'm just over here thinking about oh yeah, instead of throwing it into the volcano, we'll throw them into the whirlpool, and then it's just like mermaid.
Well, yeah, but you see, living in the whirlpool are a bunch of sea monsters.
Also,
So why are they
whirlpool is a
fine?
whirl- Also, the
Because
whirlpool
life
is a
is
whirlpool of
that.
acid. It's an acid whirlpool.
Well, I mean, at the bottom of the whirlpool is what is it, Scylla, or was the whirlpool Charybdis? I forget which one was which.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Fuck.
Joking about like not caring about the cosmology. I did read a lot about it. Glix doesn't care about the
I
cosmology.
know. I'm being silly.
All right.
So
So
was the whirlpool. Chartibus was the rocks.
Thank you.
So, given what we have here, we have a situation where we had a few options of things we could do during the week, and off camera, we sort of deliberated on what direction we wanted to go in.
Because I asked you to.
Yes, not at all to make your job easier, Peter.
No,
This was
not at all.
purely-
Nope.
No,
It's not like I
no.
plotted encounters around what you guys had decided off stream.
That would be.
Oh, damn it.
absurd.
We shouldn't have told him.
All right, so everyone, we chose option Q. Got it right? That was one of the letters.
Well, I will tell you this: if you did not choose, if you had not told me what you were, if you guys go against what I told you, I have a way around that. It's not a good way, but I have a way around it.
I know.
Fighting all
So,
those lizardmen for that gold was, oh, where's the village at? It's on fire now.
I guess where do we want to open on?
Well,
with
we're
respect
opening
to-
with you guys the next morning after you guys wrapped up your thing and deciding, and you're in character, and you guys have been debating what you want to do, and you guys could talk about it in character if you'd like, or you could just move ahead. That's up to you guys.
I think I always like the idea of starting like on the way, and then
That is one option if you guys would like that. I'm totally happy with you guys starting in media res. I like doing that.
I just like the idea of like some opening.
All
with
right, you know what?
someone
Actually, we're going in media res. Having decided you're going to go deal with the pirates,
I was like, let's look at whoever's complaining about going to see the pirate Glix.
as you are walking through the
I'm
woods.
complaining about going about it, but Bob insisted on having a vote. And he voted pirates.
I like the idea of opening with Glix and Bob arguing over this.
If you'd like to.
You were the deciding vote. What's wrong with you?
Can I make one joke before we properly
Absolutely.
commence? Man, Duty Finder took a whole week. It took 2 whole weeks. It's late. Swing is a DPS, honestly.
All right.
Media res. It's Glix and Bob arguing.
Yes, as you are tromping through the jungle,
There's a gold mine filled with gold.
but
we
there are
can kill
pirates to smite.
We could kill lizardmen. I've killed lizardmen. I haven't killed pirates.
Do you know how many lizardmen I've killed?
I can count. Like I don't have enough hands to show how many lizardmen I count. You don't even have hands.
You're a meat cleaver. I used to.
I used to have hands.
You wouldn't like me with hands.
No, probably not, actually. All right, so you are tromping through the jungles. It is mid-morning now, and it has not yet hit the part of the day which is extra hot, steamy, and unpleasant. It is merely hot, steamy, and unpleasant, minus the extra.
As I look over my stuff.
On the plus side, you do have a trail you're following. It is, in fact, more than a trail. It's actually sort of like almost like a jungle road. Almost as if there's been trade between the two villages in the past. So you actually have a route you can follow, and you're unlikely to get yourselves lost. Hooray.
That's good. Engineer's noting this on the map he's making along the way.
Excellent.
It's like,
I will say,
aw.
I don't think any of you have as bad a sense of direction as some characters in anime, so you guys won't get lost.
We can roll to see if we have bad direction.
I guarantee none of you are bad enough to get lost following this road.
Yeah, last I checked, our monk is not Ryoga.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. So we're just following along. Cameron is taking notes, observing things, pondering over what could be in those ruins while we proceed walking in the direction of wherever the pirates happen to be.
Yep. The largest sort of most uncomfortable thing you've run into so far has been mosquitoes that are far larger than any mosquitoes have any right to be.
pretty sure I could tie them to my feet and fly around.
Not quite that big, but uncomfortably close. At any rate, you travel along for a good long while. The noises of the jungle are, plentiful. There are lots of animals wandering around, but most of them seem to be avoiding the road because, road. The scariest thing that happens during this little stage is you do hear a crashing noise and a large dinosaur. Looks like an herbivore comes sort of stumbling across the path, looks at you with sort of dumb, vaguely cow-like eyes, blinks a couple times, turns back and goes glumphing back across the path.
We have it's the return of the classic galumph.
What kind of dinosaur was it?
A stegosaur, sure, why not?
I bet we could tame that and just make the best war mount ever with one of those.
Where would you sit?
You built a little scaffolding on the side. Oh, right, you guys are big.
How did we get through the gate? Assuming there is a gate.
Yes, indeed.
On the plus side, the Thagomizer in the back would actually be very effective.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's actually officially called a Thagomizer now.
Yes.
I wonder, do you have any experience like taming an animal for the purposes of riding or anything else?
How hard can it be?
Well, I would assume that given that there are people who specialize around the job.
You may test that assumption at your convenience.
Yeah, your convenience or at your own dilemma.
I will say.
You know what? All
Eric,
that I don't care. I'm gonna fuck around and find out.
I will say this: the Stegosaur has not wandered off at any particularly high pace. So if you really want to go follow it and try to tame it, go right ahead.
I appreciate that Eric knew exactly what I was referring to.
How hard can it be? Like also we have a gourd gobbo. It's just like, well,
I'm not gonna do it because that's stuff that you have like humans to do, right? Humans do that.
So wait. Just clarify. You were complaining about how easy it could be, and then you're not going to do it. Got it.
Clicks.
Lazy. Yeah.
Clicks.
Yeah.
You won't.
Well, now I have to.
Yeah.
I was out of character, I want to say. So.
I just like, man, I didn't know that you were a coward, but your call.
I may or may not
I know what you're doing. I'm not an idiot. I'm also very lazy.
I think one of those might be true.
I mean,
Lex is probably also very, very drunk.
I have been drinking a lot from my jug of booze.
Mm-hmm.
I will not actually. I may or may not have pulled up the stats for Stegosaurus out of curiosity for myself, and you could definitely hit it, Eric. Their armor class is not that great.
Yeah, but they have all of the hit points.
They do, and the Thagomizer is impressive. Does a lot of damage.
Clearly, the plan is to replace animal handling with intimidation, because that'll work.
Oh yeah, totally. You could totally intimidate it.
I will
absolutely
default to intimidation.
Absolutely.
Ooga booga booga.
I am certain that the Stegosaur will be scared of Glix. Yes.
Yes.
Now, one question, Peter, I'm going to ask. So about this trail, so it looks like it's reasonably well traveled. As you noted, it looked like there was trade happening on this route here. Are there indications of like carts or other things being used on this trail, or is it mostly just looking to be like foot traffic and otherwise?
Predominantly foot traffic, but it looks like you did see a couple of cart-like things in the village, so carts were used are used on it occasionally. It's definitely it's not in as good shape as it was, say, half a year ago.
Right, when trade was more regular.
Yes,
there's been a breakdown.
So
in
there's like the growth of the plants on the sides sort of encroached in on the path. Not enough to interfere with foot travel, but like you yeah. It's not enough to improve foot travel, but cards being pulled by
It's looking
beasts
like
of
it
burden.
needs a trim.
Oh, absolutely. But you guys are able to move through it, even sort of side by side, reasonably well. It's just that you wouldn't want to walk like 5 abreast. I mean, you probably couldn't walk five. You probably couldn't walk 5 abreast even without the overgrowth. 4 abreast easily.
That's like okay. So, Cameron's just thinking. All right. This path is pretty clear. There might be a point where I want to deviate from it.
It is a little muddy. It's still the mud is. It looks like it had rained very heavily recently, and the mud is drying mostly, but it is a little.
We might want to deviate from this at some point when we get close, but we'll wait till we get closer.
Understandable. All right. You were told that there's a part where you'll have to go across, basically ford a river, which is not too bad, honestly, because the cart's been able to get through there before, so it's not super deep. All right. So you are now approaching the river. You can see there's a little bit of clearing here and there. You can hear the sound of water sort of flowing at a reasonable pace. Not super fast. And I would like everyone to give me perception checks here.
Okay. No.
Cameron rolled very well. As did Cito. Impressive.
Yeah. Cameron rolled a 19, so...
Excellent. All right. Cameron and Cito rolled well enough that you guys are definitely not going to be surprised by this, but, yeah. All right, so as you approach the river, you notice that you come to a bit where it's a bit shallower, a little bit broader. It looks like quasi. It's definitely an area where you could ford, but it also looks like animals have been using this as something of a watering hole to a degree. Glix, you rolled well enough that you have this sort of feeling of something's amiss. Like you've got that sort of vague prey animal feeling in the back of your head.
Being a goblin, I'm used to this.
Yes. Cameron and Cito, you do notice that there are some forms hiding in the bushes around the river as you approach it. So you guys don't have to set up in the middle of the river, in the middle of fording during this encounter. All right.
I don't think me being in the river would be a disadvantage.
Not for you, no. All right, so I will bring you over to the thing. You guys will get to see where the baddies are, but you should adjust your positioning to the fact you are not caught completely off guard by this, but you should get a little bit closer than you might. You shouldn't start too far back. All right.
Question.
Yes.
You said this was a river and not a stream?
It is sort of stream-like at this part, but it is part of a river.
Okay, so this is a shallower area. I probably can't properly swim here.
No, you can't. It's not deep enough.
So are we approaching it from the...
in that case, I want to go in.
South?
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, you can see that there are a bunch of there's a pack of velociraptors and a couple of Deinonychuses there also. That look like they are up. It looks like they are working together to some degree. It's almost like this is a water. This is almost like it's a watering hole where large animals come to drink, and therefore the larger hunters are working with the smaller, faster ones to take advantage of each other's strengths and weaknesses.
Glix wants to be nowhere near the outskirts of the party. He's
Indira rolled pretty low, so I'm assuming he got distracted by a flower or something. He just hasn't realized what's going on yet.
Glix gets the there's an ambush coming. I should move to the middle of the group.
Yep. All right, I'm going to hang on a second. I'm adding stuff to the initiative tracker. Now that it occurs to me, I should.
How dare?
Actually, hang on. I should do this the smart way. Yeah, you guys should roll initiative. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Remember to click your tokens first.
Clank, 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 clank.
Nothing. Ooh, there we go. Don't forget to add your token, Myra.
Wait.
There we go.
Maybe a target Talia and then roll the initiative. Gosh. Cameron once again was just like looking at the book, not really paying attention. Looking like he's paying attention. All of a sudden, he just pulls out his gun and shoots at something.
It's all right. I'll just walk into danger.
It just reminds me a little bit of that.
Cameron, Cito, and Glix all rolled well enough that you are not surprised.
Yeah.
You guys needed to be attended to avoid surprise.
Yeah.
Actually, a little bit higher than that. But
surprise at a per person basis, or just surprise as a party?
If anyone in the party rolled well enough, they would not have gotten a surprise round.
Sure.
But if only one person had passed, I probably would have made you be sort of closer to the river when you started, so you're more surrounded.
Right.
All right, so everybody roll their initiative.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sort. Descending. Cameron, you are first.
I'm gonna go get a snack.
Shoot. Well, let's take a look here.
Are all of the enemies going on the same initiative?
It did not put the Velociraptors in. 1 second.
Yes, I was wondering about that.
It's not necessarily a problem if they are, but it's just like a clarification.
Oh, that really shouldn't have been that. Hang on. What's the button for the? Is it this? There we go. I didn't want to roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
So, and it didn't add the Velociraptors anyways. God damn it. All right.
Do you have one of the biggie things selected while you're doing this? Yeah.
All right. The Velociraptors are in 16. Deinonychus is on 12. God damn it. Why did it change it to 16? Oh, because I had it selected. That's why. Okay.
Uh-huh. That's why I asked. I'm like, I think I know what the problem is.
Yeah, I do. I forgot to click on the Velociraptors. What happened?
Yeah.
Okay,
happens. And then resort.
Resorting again. All right, there we go. So Cameron, Glix, Velociraptors, Cito, Deinonychus, Ingir, Kalia. All right.
Okay.
So there's screeching and hissing noises from the dinosaurs, and you are all up. It is Cameron's turn.
Okay.
I figured you have to be attacked by dinosaurs at some point.
Yeah.
Question: all this green stuff on the map, is this actual foliage?
Yes. The things that look like trees and such count as difficult terrain, as does the water. For obvious reasons.
Right.
Everything that looks sort of flat is normal terrain, basically.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like I wouldn't be bothered by the river.
I will say that you are not worried, yes. And you'll be unsurprised to find out that the Deinonychuses, at least, are not slowed by the river either.
They are big.
They are large enough that they are not. The Velociraptors, maybe. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah. I think
my armor gives me the power to shrug off water, right?
I mean, your water.
I didn't realize that your armor was a diving suit.
No, it blocks the water, is what it does. It's so heavy that the water can't affect it.
I see. You're wearing dam armor. I got it.
So, yeah,
Peter,
okay. Yes, Cameron.
So, Peter, from this, do I have line of sight to the Velociraptor that's closest over there? On the
Absolutely.
right-hand side? All right. Well, what Cameron's going to do is he is going to...
I will say this. The Velociraptor, all the dinosaurs right now basically have light cover, effectively. Sort of. In fact, they are lightly obscured, I guess is the way to phrase it.
All right. Well, Cameron's going to set position here. He's going to use his action to basically ready, and if any of the dinosaurs charge in and get within this sort of region, he's going to fire off a shot.
Okay.
As a reaction.
Excellent.
So that's what he's going to do. And that's all he's going to do on this turn. It's just get in position and ready a shot.
All right. Hide behind everyone that's got armor, because I still don't know that there isn't anything behind me. And I can see the Deinonychus and the Velociraptors.
Yes, they are visible. They're just a little obscured by trees.
All right.
And bushes.
I will pop off an Eldritch Blast at the forward Velociraptor on the side of the river.
Okay. So this one here?
Yes.
Okay. Eldritch Blast, a 15 will in fact hit.
All right.
11 damage will in fact drop the Velociraptor.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Air fills with the sizzling smell of chicken.
That's pretty much what I'm doing. I am waiting for the inevitable attack from behind.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that is.
And I killed a murder chicken.
You did. I did. Wait. What are the? I skipped over the Velociraptor by accident. Sorry, the Velociraptors. All right. Yes. So this pack will. I guess the term is what? Sprint to double move.
Yeah.
Dash.
Dash. They will dash. Yeah, 1, 2.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They sort of come that group comes dashing across the river.
Okay.
But they can do nothing else this turn.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
I don't seem to be properly in a square.
The square. Okay, so unfortunately, this map has squares drawn on it that are. Yeah, I think you're in the correct square now. Yeah. There are some squares that are drawn.
It's initially deployed. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he can't get to you this turn.
No objections.
I'm going to use this as the opportunity to take the shot against that particular raptor.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Cameron's going to line up, and he is he's going to invoke tactical positioning on Ceto, so Ceto can move 5 feet as a free action. I believe. Let's check here. Oh no, you can use their reaction to move 5 feet before or after the attack. I mean, if you want to reposition slightly, it's just an opportunity if you want to. So yeah, he's just going to line up, take a shot against that particular raptor.
Yep.
18
will in fact hit
for 6 damage.
That will not drop it. But it is bloodied.
I guess I'll take it because I don't think I actually have anything that works on a reaction, so why not?
Yeah, you just get to move 5 feet, and then and the cool thing is that, like, let's say that an enemy was adjacent to you, and if I hit them with that attack, that movement does not provoke opportunity attack. So it's a way to disengage. Which, at range, that's pretty cute. I like that.
It's not bad.
All right. Yeah. That's
the dead Velociraptor.
Rawr! Ah! I'm not worried about that. Injure can handle himself. Yes.
So it makes 2 attacks. It rakes at you through its claws and attempts to bite you.
All right.
So claws first on injure. An 8 will miss you. And then it snaps its jaws at you. A 20 on the other hand will hit. Take 4 piercing damage.
Bite.
Yeah.
You do that too. Nom.
All right. All right. Ceto is now to Ceto's turn.
It should come as no surprise what my immediate course of action here is, as Ceto comes to the conclusion that those murder chickens over there seem to be a little grouchy and in need of an afternoon nap.
Fair enough.
That's going to be the one. That's going to be the cluster over here near.
I was guessing it'd be that cluster since that was away from you guys.
Possibly you can probably get all 4 of those kind of roughly in one.
I have no expectation of getting the big thing, but it is included in there just.
It's in the AoE, but it might not fall asleep. Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right, casting sleep. I'm shocked to hear you casting sleep.
All right.
My malware bites demanding it, and it's censoring out what the result is.
It's because there are no results yet. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
23.
You want results? There's your results.
All right, 23. Two of them will fall asleep. Pick the 2 Velociraptors you would like to nod off.
The closer ones.
So this one definitely, and then which one?
These 2 over here. This one over here is just like, oh.
Happy time.
Is nap time?
It's nap time. All right. Turn of Deinonychus.
And then we realize that this thing has a splash damage attack. It just comes over, cleaves us.
1, 2,
It just lays down.
Arr! It comes charging
Hello.
at Kalia.
Okay.
All right.
If that, it can make that mistake if it wants to.
It also has multi-attack.
Okay.
It is attempting. It is moved at least 20 feet towards you, straight towards you, and if it will use its. Sorry, that is yeah. You will if it hits with its claw attack, you will need to make a DC 12 Strength save or be knocked prone.
Okay.
So here comes the claw attack. Rawr! The 13 does not hit you, so
misses.
you do not have to worry about it.
I passed the strength check.
Yeah. And attempts to bite you. A 20 will probably hit though for 10
That
damage.
does hit, yes. Okay.
Ooh, that's a nasty bite.
It hit max damage.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
This one comes bounding through the trees and goes after Cameron.
Cool.
Same deal.
Yeah.
So it'll be a DC 12 strength check if it hits with the claw. Does a 16
Miss.
hit you? No. Attempts to bite you. An 11 misses you
Nope.
as well. Rawr! As you dodge the claws and teeth. Injure.
Injure, who's been bitten by a velociraptor, goes right after it with his spear.
I'm kind of not surprised.
So let's do that.
Are you fighting one-handed or two-handed with this?
Two-handed. It's always two-handed with the spear.
I wanted to. I want to be sure I remembered correctly. All right, cool. You hit, and it is an X raptor.
At that point, Injure moves up a little bit, and
Before
actually,
it was in the Deinonychus.
is this considered flanking, or do I need to be right here?
You have to be all
there.
the way around it. Yeah.
All right. So he seeks around the Deinonychus and goes fury blows on the Deinonychus.
All right, you have advantage.
I'm gonna punch his butt.
So there's first one.
A 22 will hit.
All right. And then here's the second one.
A 16 will hit.
All right, and those are lightning.
That's
Not that it
13
matters,
lightning
I think.
damage there.
Well, you hit twice. It is bloodied. The lizard looks very surprised that it has been zappinated from behind by a smaller lizard.
I'm the real thunder lizard here.
Technically speaking, you are accurate, actually. I mean, you are technically not correct, but you are de facto yes, de jure no. Well done. All right, Kalia.
Okay, so this is going to seem weird.
Okay.
Actually, how does the order of movement and attack work? They're both just actions, so I can move after I attack, correct?
Yes, you can.
Well,
You can
actually,
actually move,
movement is
attack, then move again if you have movement afterward.
Yeah,
All right,
movement
right.
is not even considered an action. It's just a pool
Oh, okay.
of distance you can do in a round.
All right. Well, I will attack the Deinonychus in front of me then
Fair enough.
to begin with. So I have advantage on this as well.
Mhm.
So what I shift? Yes, I do. Okay. Hata.
A 13 will hit.
All right, excellent. That is D8 plus 3, 7 damage.
All right.
Chunk.
It does not like that one little bit.
And then I will move here.
Yep.
Alrighty. Confused dinosaur noises.
Yep.
Turn to Cameron.
All right. Let's see here. Cameron is looking at sizing up the Dionysus over there and being like, that's annoying. Also-
Dionysus party.
Yeah.
I love how
listen,
we all pronounce it differently.
Yeah. I listen. I've been
Deinonychus is
one,
actually, I think, actually correct. I think Nick was correct.
I think Nick is the most correct so far. Absolutely. For me,
Don't worry about it. I know what you're talking about, so it doesn't really matter.
Dipping in play here.
The bigger raptor. Got it.
Yeah, the bigger raptor. Sure.
I was gonna say I'm the one who pronounced it correctly. I called it motherfucker.
Yeah. What Cameron's going to do to open up is he's going to give Cito another opportunity to kind of reposition slightly by pulling the
A slow speed chase back here.
he's going to use tactical positioning and shoot the Velociraptor over here to get rid of that main threat towards
That
Cito.
is actually a valid choice. That's a good choice. I like it.
So yeah, you can do your 5 foot step.
The funny thing is if you take that thing out, I don't want to move.
Well, you can move over to like here then, or like you can like, move however you need.
She can move after the attack, correct?
Correct. Cito can move before or after. And I crit just then, so let me see if this
It's dead.
Yeah.
It has 4 hit points left.
Yeah.
Can you make the bullet go to another foe with this?
12. That's 12 damage there. Cameron's then going to action surge and do the same thing. This time granting tactical positioning to Injir. So Injir can use their reaction to move 5 feet to like here if they wanted to, or really anywhere. Yeah. So he's going to then turn around. Actually, wait. Well, actually, well, it's actually Cameron's going to shoot this one here. Injure can choose to move before or after the attack. This is the thing.
Fair.
That's a miss. I take
12 will miss. Yes, they have 13.
All right. So Injure can still move 5 feet, but you can move over here safely if you need.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And that's Cameron's turn.
All right. Glix.
All right.
I like tactical positioning. It's a very fun ability.
Oh, it's great.
Like it requires people to use their reactions, but just be able to slide people around a little bit is kind of fun.
It is actually pretty cool.
Well, it's not like going to be shooting me with a bow and arrow, so I'm okay with my reaction.
Right.
What would Glix like to do?
All right. Glix is going to move here, on the opposite side of that guy.
Aha.
And I'll hack at him with my axe or cleaver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's shift or alt to do
shift.
Should be shift.
Shift is for advantage.
Yeah.
I think it's control for disadvantage.
You have to click on the plus sign icon, not the thing itself.
I'll just roll again. Does that hit? No, probably not.
Yeah,
you have to roll again. Not a big deal.
Well,
all right then.
All right, bonus action to disengage.
Yeah, bonus. Oh yeah, you're using Misty Step.
No, I'm using Nimble Escape. It's a goblin racial thing. I can disengage as a bonus action.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
That's really kind of busted.
Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, the last functional Velociraptor goes. Rar. Actually, no, rar.
Yeah, come on.
No, it wants to go. It wants to go there. I remember one of its abilities. It wants to go there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
If an ally is adjacent.
The Velociraptor here. Velociraptor has advantage on attack roll against creatures. At least one of the Velociraptor's allies is within 5 feet of the creature. Actually, it could have been either place, honestly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just have it bite Cameron. Let's do it.
That's what it wants to do. It wants to go after Cameron.
Sweet.
So it has advantage on its multi-attack.
Do it.
All right.
Take these attack dice.
All right. Claws first. An 11 will miss you.
Nope.
I said 11 will miss you, as I said.
I know.
And the bite.
Nope.
Wow. 8.
Wow. You rolled a 2, a 7, a 4, and a 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron's real glad that they took that extension course in evading dinosaurs.
All right, maggots. You may not think that this will come up, but if you're attacked by a velociraptor...
Vaguely reminiscent of self-defense from fruit.
I just like I like to think of I'm thinking about the magus from Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So he holds up his journal as a shield and
right.
All right, Cito, it is your turn.
This formation is not as conducive to my usual methods.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been thinking about what to do here, and I'm a little short on ideas after like that other jackass got taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
You
okay.
could pull back and fire bolts at that one.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah. It does. It only takes a 13 to hit it. Looks like so.
Cedo tries to
It's
evade
almost
the
like the
raptors by
dinosaurs don't have
climbing a tree.
don't have super great armor class.
I don't know why. I mean, I thought they all had scale mail on. Oh wait, no, they don't have that. They're not. No scales, right?
What's the damage on my crossbow? D8. Okay.
Yeah, and 13 bloodied it, so like, and it took an extra little bit of damage afterwards, so it's close.
You guys, can you see the health bar in the Deinonychus?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I just want to make sure I actually set that up properly.
Yeah.
Right, I did set it up properly.
Okay, yeah. Cedo will scoot over here. Just enough so that if, it wants to reach her, it's going to have to eat a disengage.
Mhm.
But she's not straying too far from the group because ambush predators.
Yeah.
She may not understand, shore walking things, but she understands,
Oh yeah.
she understands that.
It's not like they're aquatic ambush predators, sharks.
Why are these chickens so angry?
Sharks. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see if I can bag myself a dinosaur. Whoop.
Yes, you can.
An 18.
I think I
and
did.
8 damage will in fact drop the Deinonychus. Well done.
Nice.
Okay. From now on, that is a murder turkey, and the other ones are murder chickens.
Despite that the velociraptors are actually closer to turkey size, but hey.
Yeah, but they're dinosaurs. Everything scales up.
Okay.
Everything's
By the way, give me 1
scales
second,
up.
guys.
Yeah. Like Cameron shoots like sees the shot there, it's just like nice. I was just like I like the idea of Cameron goading people into attacking him even if he gets hit. I do that mostly because I'm like, I have second wind. I can just heal myself a little bit, so I can take a hit.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. And Cedo's going to throw encouragement at Kalia.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark that off my thingy.
Alrighty, and it is time for the last remaining Deinonychus to go.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like an attack
Bardic
bonus
Inspiration
thing?
Bardic Inspiration. Yeah, you can use it on an attack roll if you blow one.
attack roll or saving throw actually too.
Well, it can't get into a flanking position, so it'll stick where it is, and it will go after Kalia since that's who it attacked. That's actually no, attack Cameron last time, so it'll go after this person who was attacking.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
I use my reaction
Aha!
to attack it. I'm a sentinel, baby.
Do it.
Nice. Right, you picked that up at level 4. I remember that now.
Yeah. This actually works well. Cameron baits people to attacking him. And
21 will definitely hit.
I do 10 damage.
Okay.
What is the punishment? What is the punishment for attacking? Is it just that you do damage?
I just get to attack it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now
the other thing is that I can make an opportunity attack to anything if it tries to get away from me, even if it uses the disengage action.
Ooh.
And if you hit them, you make them stop.
No. You have the Goblin Smiter ability.
That's on the opportunity attack. Yeah, it reduces their speed to 0. So
if you hit, So it's one of the
that's
things,
really good.
So
I like.
They try to run away. Yeah.
Speaking of someone who loved fighters in 4th edition, I like that feat.
Oh yeah.
Sentinel's a great feat.
Yeah. All right. Deinonychus will continue its attack though.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
All right.
Multi-attack.
Claw attack first.
Yep.
A 7 will miss you.
Uh-huh.
And a 10 will miss you as well.
Cameron's just baiting everyone baiting them to attacking him and just...
Rawr, rawr, rawr. Well, I mean, you look a lot easier to hit than Kalia. Kalia is wrapped in metal. That seems wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And even though Kalia and Cameron have the same AC,
I know.
I think that's the
Cameron's
best
just
part.
a lot dodgier.
And has a shield.
He has a magic technology shield that we aren't going to explain.
Injure. No, you don't need to. It just is. Injure.
All right. Which of these 3 spaces are considered to be
flanking
difficult terrain?
That one.
I believe all of them are.
Yeah.
This one is not.
Okay.
So these 3 are.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
So
this one here also is not.
You should have enough movement to get
You'd
there.
be able
anyway,
to
though.
get to here to flank if you want to take that thing out.
Yeah, you can get to flank easy.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
have
You
a
have, like,
lot of
you have-
movement, so
You have like
Yeah.
35. You have to have 35 movement at this point, right?
I have 40.
40. Yeah. So yeah, you.
Oh, geez, yeah, you
you're
could clear
fine.
around the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. Okay. Injured does in fact just sprint back there. They go for the kill from behind. So let's do that spear.
All right.
ta.
Dinosaur concho. Here we go.
All right, that hits for 5.
That's fine.
It is now bloodied.
And then just do the regular follow up, just 1.
One blow. Okay. A 21 will hit for 8. Does not drop it, but it is very unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's shocked by all that lightning damage.
Oh, absolutely. It lets out a thunderous roar of pain.
I would say if you move one square south, you would give Kalia advantage on her attacks too.
If I can make it.
Yeah, you
you
can.
can.
Yeah, it's a total distance of 25 feet. Even with difficult terrain, you have 40 feet of movement.
1,
You can make it there.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, yeah, because I'm looking at it as each square is 5 feet, not directly moving. Okay.
It's even if it is, you have enough movement to get there.
All right. Anyways, that is your turn. It is Kalia's turn.
All right. Choppity, choppity, chop, chop, chop.
Yep, I kind of expected that.
Ata. I hit.
Oh, yes, you do. A 22 will hit easily.
Ata. 4 damage.
Fortunately for you, it is no more.
I rolled min damage on that, but fortunately, yeah.
Fortunately,
Well, that's all you needed to roll.
It had 3 hit points.
Okay. There we go. Go ahead, Cameron.
Velociraptor looks around itself and is like,
Oh,
wait a
how the
minute.
tables have turned.
Like, wait a minute, this isn't right.
Well,
I'm
okay.
being ambushed.
Kalia is definitely a clever girl, huh?
Heyo.
All right. If Cito wants to move, just in case she wants to get closer to the group to get away from any ambushes, tactical allows for that. And let's just
Bang bang.
Yeah, bang bang.
I would say do the thing that makes Glix able to hit better.
Well, it doesn't matter. She hits, and go roll damage. Yep.
Killed him.
That's it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Cameron just sort of like takes out the Velociraptor. Oh, jeez.
Good.
Cameron is Muldoon in Jurassic Park, and Muldoon actually did anything. Except get eaten.
Cameron just looks around and says like, "Hey, I didn't get it once. I just shot a bunch of them." Just like,
Well, you have defeated the dinosaur pack. Well done.
yeah.
I'm going to pull out tail feathers and put them as a plume in my hat.
Okay. That is entirely reasonable, honestly.
Cameron just sort of like checks, like, I think, well, wasn't expecting that to escalate that quickly, but it looks like we're all safe at least.
Yeah, it turns out that if no one's been using this path actively for the past several months, the dinosaurs will go, "Hey, wait a minute! There are no idiot humans in this area anymore. We can use this again. Hey, they're idiot humans here. Let's try to eat them."
Now there's at least one idiot human in here.
I'll
Cameron.
bring it back.
Yes.
I think I also want to harvest a Deinonychus claw or a murder chicken claw.
Absolutely.
Murder turkey. Sorry.
A Dionysus claw, right?
You are definitely able to do so.
I'm gonna
Hey,
do a necklace.
Glix.
Hey.
You at a party? What? But
God
just sort of,
damn it, Nick! Now I'm envisioning Dionysus being voice acted by George Takei, and I want it.
Hello, Zagreus. So how are things going between you and Thanatos? I always was rooting for you.
By the way, don't let Zeus know, but he and I are gonna get shit faced later on. It's gonna be hilarious. Then
How are,
Zeus shows up.
how are things going with Hades? I know a thing or two about dealing with old windbags.
I love that game. I really have to get back to
Oh,
playing
it's
it at
great.
some point.
Yeah.
I will say that I'm glad I finally got around to playing it because I wouldn't say misled, but I got the wrong impression about like the tone and vibes of the game.
Oh yeah,
from
I can see
the
why
audience.
why that could happen. Yeah,
Because you know, the relationships, how the relationships are played up was one way, and the way that the audience was presenting it made it seem way thirstier than it really is.
Oh yeah, no, I'd agree with that. It is a lot more wholesome than people let it on being, honestly.
Although
What's this?
it is,
I wasn't paying attention.
The
Hades.
game is definitely not. Yeah. The game is definitely not free of thirst.
Oh
but,
no, of course not.
No, it's not free of thirst. It can't be. It's ancient Greece.
Right,
but-
exactly.
It is
But-
it is an incredibly appropriate portrayal of Greek mythology.
Yes, I would agree
Yeah.
with that actually.
It's a fairly good contemporary accessible interpretation of like the attitudes,
Mhm.
relationships and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I also think it's definitely kind of clever how they really play into, like, I'm tapping into those vibes honestly for how Cameron talks about the old pantheon.
Yeah, no, that's
Just kinda
fine.
describe him as if they're like Hades-esque pantheon of just
I would say that is accurate for some of them, in my mind. Some of them, there is a reason they were revolted against. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's a reason why you would want to revolt against some of the Grecian gods, you know.
Yeah, I'll say Hades' version of both Poseidon and Zeus are a little bit less assholish. They are more petty than less assholes.
Yes.
They are in actual
when
mythology.
they were in fact assholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are all the gods. All of them are very petty in that game, and I love it.
Yeah. I will say that. Well, actually, the one that isn't petty is Hermes, but that's because Hermes is.
Well, yeah.
Hermes is great.
Yes, he is. Anyways, you have dealt with the dinosaurs. Hooray!
Yeah.
You have dealt with the dinosaurs decisively. At any rate, you may continue your journey through the jungle judiciously.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we should do that then.
Yeah. If there's a point where everyone's okay with taking like
I think
a short rest.
If you would
Well,
like
I mean,
to-
we are by a watering hole, so this is as
Yeah.
good a place as any.
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, this is actually a reasonable place to take a short rest. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you've dealt with the local predators, so
Yeah. All right.
Cito just kind of spends, the time just strumming her guitar.
Just enjoying the water tail on the.
Pretty much like, oh, good, I can be wet.
Like Cameron's Cameron's taking note about the new strategy he's been employing. It's like, yeah,
All right. Shiny
repositioning,
news.
repositioning.
Glitz is gonna
Good.
clean the meaty bits off the claw and pull out some
sure.
thong or string and turn it into a necklace.
All right. Taking a short rest to get that HP back.
And your key back.
Well, I'm gonna use a hit die. So.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
Don't
what did I-
forget that you get to add an extra d6 because Bard.
Song of Rest.
How much is the hit die exactly? Is it like
28 plus 2.
In your
Oh,
it
okay.
depends on it depends
So
on
your
the class.
isn't
So.
it? Yeah.
I think
It's
yours is a
whatever your-
d10.
It's
Yes.
whatever your hit die is.
Yeah.
Pally's is D10, I think.
Callie and Cameron's are D10s.
Ariel's D8.
Everyone else are D8s in this party.
So 3 plus however much from restful.
d6.
D6 for
D6?
Song of Rest. Yep.
plus con modifier? Is it?
Wow, so that's
All
4.
right, 4. That's most of what I got. That's all of it, actually.
Yep.
All right.
You guys did not get hit that hard this time.
And like the other benefit from it is just getting the any short rest refresh is happening.
Yep.
Man, like all of my song dice were 1.
It helps.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps. At any rate, as you are wrapping up, you notice upriver a little bit. There's another sort of area upriver that is, as you're crossing, you notice upriver. A very large bipedal predator comes sort of stalking up another sort of watering hole area upstream. Its face is sort of...
stops playing her guitar.
Yeah. You notice that its face is matted with... it's got sort of... its face is sort of covered in blood and in little gore bits. It sort of bends down and sort of starts drinking water, cleaning some of it off. Looks up over at you guys, sort of looks at you for a while, and then goes back to drinking. At a guess, for those of you guys have no idea what it is. It's an Allosaurus, but
Okay.
Hey, Al.
it is not big enough to. It is not Tyrannosaurus Rex sized. It is merely very large. It also, its front limbs are not quite that stubby. They're small, but not like, T-Rex stubby. But yeah, it is mostly sort of going, small squishy things. Already eaten. Meh. Are they being hostile towards me? No, they're crossing the river. Right. Can safely ignore.
It'll come sniffing over here eventually.
Oh yeah.
Just all the gore over here.
It'll go, huh? Dead bodies. I should drag some of those away to eat later.
Ito sees, the face washings come down, and she gets out of the river.
Fair enough.
Just goes to the other side, just like, nope,
it's not really
going through that.
intentionally washing its face, but it's sort of...
Oh, I know. It's just like, you're just kind of getting on. All right, I'm not going to continue to hang around in your bathwater, thank you.
All right. At any rate, you continue on down the jungle road. Hooray.
Yep.
Nothing of particular interest happens for another hour or so, at least. But as you're traveling along, as you get further along, you do notice the road is in actually slightly better shape now than it was before you got to the river. It looks like it might be that the village you're going to still makes use of the road to get to the river and use it as something of a watering hole occasionally, or a place to get water or something. Or maybe there's some other reason. Maybe they go hunting there. Who knows?
Nah, that can't be the case. Anyways.
But it is definitely, the path is a lot clearer here.
Mm-hmm.
Though you do not see evidence of footprints recently, because I'm not going to make anyone roll for this. Your passive perceptions are high enough to notice that there are no new footprints here since it rained recently.
Mm-hmm.
So the road has not been used recently. But you continue along down the road, and yeah.
Ito continues to not leave footprints.
This is
#
accurate.
stealth.
True, but you do leave a trail.
Oh yeah. Just the kind of trail that leaves people going, "What the fuck is this?"
At any rate, yeah, what else happens? Nothing really of important in terms of danger happens. You're in an area where there are enough humans and other folk of that ilk that a lot of the wild animals generally avoid this area, or at least you see evidence of a couple of the more predators don't generally come here for the most part, is what it boils down to, because predators have been discouraged by the locals. Let's put it that way.
We've had a vote, predators, and we have to say we don't approve of you being around here, so you just got to mosey on, okay?
Yeah, and most of the the only non-predators you see in here, you can see off a little way. I'll put it this way: you do notice a couple of the more herbivorous dinosaurs in the area, because you can see them from a bit of ways off, shall we say. You notice there's an Apatosaurus off to the west, off to the east somewhere. You see a small herd of them, sort of, due to the fact their heads are, pretty high up, feeding on the upper tree branches. It's like, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can feel the ground shake very slightly as the herd sort of meanders around a bit. You get why they might be called thunder lizards for some reason. All right, but as you move further along, you do notice that the area has gotten slightly more quiet, as if there are fewer animals in the area. the wind has gotten, the air has gotten a lot more still and sort of, it's gotten on towards midday. It's getting hot and humid. The only sort of noise you hear are the insects flying around, really. You see unpleasantly large mosquitoes being chased by a surprisingly large dragonfly, things like that. Actually, you see several very large mosquitoes being devoured by the dragonflies. Let's be real. At any rate,
I think I'm okay with them.
You should be. Dragonflies fucking rock. At any rate, you get further along, and I would like all of you. I assume you guys are being at least a little bit on guard.
Yeah.
So
Cito is not playing her instrument.
Okay, good. Then you guys get to make. Okay, are you guys trying to be quiet? Is the question.
If we are attempting to actually approach a base of pirates, then yeah.
You guys are getting close enough to where being quiet then would make a bit of sense. You think you guys are getting somewhat close to the village.
All right.
And they might have patrols out about now, so you might want to consider moving a little bit more stealthily.
Moving sneaks them.
Oh dear.
All right.
You are a paladin. You are not good at this.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I am not.
Yeah. Crash. Well, at least you're a distraction for the rest of us.
All right.
Yeah. Honestly, like if the rest of the party either goes off to the side or hangs back when Kalia is, or forces Kalia to follow farther behind, she will not take offense because.
All right. What I want from it. Okay, now, since all of you rolled well enough, the party as a whole is not making enough noise to deny you a perception check to see if you can hear a potential ambush.
Okay.
If more than one person had more than one person who was making a ton of noise, then I would have considered giving you at least penalties.
Maybe I should have carried one of the velociraptors on my back and pretended to be a dinosaur.
Rawr. All right.
Perception, Kalia?
Yeah. Percepty bits.
Oh, redeem myself.
You did.
There you go.
All right. Actually, I'm going to say this. We're going to go to the. You guys come up on a sort of quasi clearing in the road along the road, and notice there's a group of pirates there that you guys will get a surprise round against. Since Kalia beat it, you guys rolled well enough to get. Everyone else rolled well enough to get to give you guys make sure there's no surprise round or anything like that. Kalia rolled enough that you guys deserve the surprise round. You notice them well before they notice you. So we're gonna move you to the jungle road map.
See, everyone else is too busy, ducking under branches and stuff like that, and Kalia is standing at her full height, so she can see better.
So up ahead, there is a group of pirates up ahead.
Well, it's like, wait, this whole life I've been not standing
Southside.
upright. Southside.
Here's what actually happens: is off of the distance, the pirate crew hears this clanking sound. Like, what is that? And then suddenly it gets faster.
Are we coming from the south, Peter?
You're coming from the south. Yeah, the southeast. Yep.
Southeast.
You are now. Yeah, you're now moving to the north. You're moving northwest basically at this point.
Yeah.
You'll have to loop around to get to the village, but you're allowed to set up where you are, and you guys get a surprise round. But you should roll
surprise,
motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker.
Some fries. All right.
Let me get
Here behind the bluff.
Oh. Kalia wasn't on the initiative list.
I rolled a 15, but I'll just make sure I'm added by doing that.
Okay. All right. And then I need to
Camera rolls a 20. Gosh.
Here we go.
Lucas is not being very fast today.
All right.
Being stealthy when you don't have legs takes a lot out of you.
Fair.
Key to any engagement is the element of surprise. Surprise!
I don't see element on the periodic table.
I mean, I can certainly surprise people with oh, yon comes mermaid. I can't surprise them in an imposing manner.
Are you guys doubled up in the chart here somehow?
Not that I see.
I see
Everything's
doubles. I see doubles of a lot of you.
It may be.
I'm going to clear the chart. You guys manually add yourselves.
Okay.
All right.
And I will add the pirate I rolled for there.
Okay.
I should have just cleared it after the last encounter. That was a mistake on my part.
God damn it! That was another 24.
You can keep the same roll. I mean, that you had before.
I mean, I rolled better the second time.
You should. Yeah. Okay.
How do I add myself to the thing?
Right click on your token and add turn is at the top.
Yeah.
Right click on token.
Just click on your token. Right. Yeah. Right click on the token to add and let's say at the top add turn.
It does.
That just makes the little info pop up thingy.
Yeah, that's not an option for players, Peter.
Oh, hang on. I'll add you guys.
Yeah.
I'll add everyone except Cameron.
Gosh dang. I rolled a 20 and a 24 for my initiative, Peter. Just like Cameron just wants to go first. He's trigger happy.
You have been added.
But I'll amend it back to 20.
I'm imagining that thing. You're like, there's no element of surprise on the periodic table. I'm like, yeah, it's right here. And then as you get close, you hit them with the periodic table.
No, just make it 4, stupid.
The element of supplies. What?
Oh, geez. I misread that thing where it says initiative red brand ruffian. I misread that as inbred ruffian.
All right. Has everybody updated their thingy?
Glix, update your initiative to the number that's supposed to be.
I'm trying to.
You just click on the number.
There you go.
Finally! Kept on defaulting to 0 after I entered 4. Jesus.
All right. Descending. All right. You guys can take your surprise round.
Cool.
And then we'll go to initiative.
Yep.
So yes, you see a group of pirates, a bunch of sort of Mookier-like types, the pirate crew, a couple of sort of general sort of crewman types who look a bit more competent, the ruffians, and a pair of dudes who look a lot, they look enforcery. They are big, they're burly, they are mean-looking.
Can I keep my stealth check from before?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Wait, what? All right.
Well, you guys all have higher initiative than me, so you get to do what you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Cameron's just gonna open up nice and quick with let's see here. He's going to. He is just going to use his stuff to. I don't know. I'm going to take. Let's see. How far is that ruffian? I think the ruffian's within range for what I need to shoot at there. That's what. That's within 80 feet. Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna line up and take a shot of that. Use unbalanced foe targeting with the Glix. So if Glix takes a shot against it, he gets a bonus to
that one. The one on the northwest.
Yeah, the most northwest one.
All right.
They'll get a bonus to hit the target equal to my int modifier if I hit. So Cameron just lines up and takes a shot. 18.
18 will in fact hit the ruffian.
That'll hit for 12 damage, max damage.
That will hurt a lot, but it will not drop him.
Yeah,
he is however bloodied.
Yeah, Cameron just
sort of lines up. Ow! Kerzot.
And then Cameron will draw attention by just stepping forward a bit and being all like okay, listen, if you get put your hands up, no one needs to be hurt any further than already.
You all may now continue your surprise round.
Yeah, go ahead.
Collie is up next, I think.
Oh, right. Well, we got a surprise round. I might as well do this. I will seek to cast a spell. I will cast. Let me double check the range on this thing. Okay, 30 feet. All right. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. I will cast Bane.
Bane?
Yeah, on both pirate enforcers and the uninjured pirate ruffian.
Okay.
So this will be a charisma save 13
All right.
for all three.
All right. The enforcers. Charisma. Ooh, they actually have a little bit of a charisma.
Oh, fuck.
Not much, but a little bit.
Well,
fuck. He rolls really well. Second one. What the hell? God damn it.
Oh, please get another.
Wow.
All right, and the last one, the remaining ruffian. No.
Okay,
Hell no.
all right.
He's banned.
Well, okay.
Two of the pirates reveal themselves to be utterly gorgeous, and the third one turns around. It's revolting.
All right. So that pirate ruffian, as long as the spell lasts, which is concentration up to 1 minute, whenever they make an attack roll or saving throw, they must roll a d4 and subtract that number from the attacker's saving
Okay.
throw.
Let's see.
I mean, I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean,
I will say this: on average, 2 of them should have failed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bane, unfortunately, it underwhelms so more often than it hits. Unfortunately,
But it was worth a shot. And also, I will say this: in terms of offense, I think the ruffian is the hardest hitting of the group. That's not accurate necessarily. Well, oh no, that's why. Yep. Okay, I was right. Okay. Anywho, honestly,
That's fine.
I think the ruffian is probably the best one, the one you wanted to land it on most. In here.
How tall are these rocks?
That's a good question. They're about a level up, basically. But they're about each. You can sort of see like each sort of, they go up in sort of levels. Each level's about 5 feet roughly, a little bit less.
All right, so and then we're count that as difficult terrain.
Yeah,
so.
to scramble up it. Yeah.
All right, so that would be 5 there, 15,
And then you're on level ground.
25. Okay, so that's 20 then.
Yep.
And then I can just get to here.
Yep.
All right. Injir just kind of like leaps up to the rock, on top of the rock, and just bellows out a nice long line of lightning.
Aha.
So that's going to be 30 feet. So let's get a thing here going. Snap to center.
Are you catching the 3 dudes ahead of you? Oh, you're
Yeah.
doing those guys. You're not catching the heavies?
Well, the heavies are probably... Actually, 20-foot cone? I could do a 20-foot cone, and that would probably hit this guy.
Yeah, you could angle it like this and you'd catch them.
Yeah, like right there, that hit everybody.
Yeah.
it ends
I'd
up
say
being
so.
as wide as it is long. That's how cones work in this particular.
Yeah, okay, that would basically hit everybody then. All right. So it would be a 20-foot cone of lightning against that party over there.
Okay.
So let me
How
find
much will
my.
they take? What is the DC for their save?
It is a dex save against 13.
Okay, good to know. And you should roll your damage.
Yes, roll that.
Everyone will take 5 damage if they, or 2 if they succeed. I think, right? Or is it 3?
Yep. It's
2, yeah.
Okay. All right. Dex saves. The ruffian.
He rolls minus 1d4.
Oh well, that won't say. That will not matter.
I just wanted to feel like I made a difference.
You know what, Nick? There you go. He rolled. He lost 4 off that. He rolls a 17.
He rolled max, yay.
All right. That was the bandit, not the ruffian. First bandit. My bad. I was on the wrong pad. I'll roll the ruffian now, and we'll take that 4 off this roll. Wow, he rolls really poorly.
Torch.
All right, so that drops him to. He takes 5. So he's down to that. All right, the crew member took 2, and then we'll go to. I'm just going to go around the order here. All right, you. You have the worst dex of the bunch. Therefore, he rolls an 18, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how things work. Like that.
Yep.
All right. And then we got, what, 2 more bandits to roll? Okay. No, and no. Oh, come here. Yeah, there we go.
All right, Prince the Dragon. Conk one of those off.
Wata!
Just a big lightning strike in that area, scaring everybody.
All right. I believe Sito's next. Am I correct? Yes. And then clicks.
That would be me, yes.
Zap.
So there's definitely going to be a sleep throne here, because why wouldn't there be? I'm inclined to actually throw it against this group over here. Ah, dang it. Because, they're kind of out of range for a lot of us. And I'd rather just eliminate the reinforcements, even though, they have a higher total health pool, so I wouldn't catch as many of them.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I do follow your logic, and there is also the fact that the ruffian is wounded, so he would go out first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. If you want to take out the ruffian, more likely that's a higher probability there.
You're guaranteed. You're basically guaranteed to get the ruffian.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
All right. Level 2 sleep.
Ooh.
So that'll be 7d8. Fun.
Ooh. That's the 5d8 plus. So okay, 32.
32.
So that's okay. That drops the ruffian.
Yep.
And I think 2 of the crew. That's
Nice.
22, 25. That leaves. Yeah, that's ruffian 2 of the crew. Ruffian first goes to sleep. Pick 2 of the crew you'd like to go to sleep. Word.
The closer ones.
These 2 up here. Okay, no problem. They are napping.
Yeah.
All right. And Glix, you're up.
All right. I'm going to. I was going to Eldritch Blast that wounded one up there, so instead I'll get the other ruffian with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Going on the right.
Yep.
That 25 will definitely hit.
7.
He is very much bloodied.
And we'll hex the enforcer on the left.
All right. Where is it? There it is.
And we'll what's
Mic check.
Yeah. I think Eric was just thinking and kind of stopped in mid-sentence.
Sorry, I accidentally muted myself there.
Word was right.
Which stat would be best to hex on him?
On the enforcer?
I mean,
Like, what are people saving throw targets typically?
I think I know there's a handful that are like Dex and Con are kind of the 2 big ones I think people generally have around here that we push out.
All right, we'll do Dex then.
I do have a whiz.
But that's
So Dex on the pirate enforcers. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that wraps up the surprise rounds. Cameron, your first actual round action.
sweet.
And I want to move a little bit forward.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do I have a clean line of sight against this ruffian here?
Oh,
I always forget to do that. I wanted to give Injure inspiration.
Okay. Injure has inspiration. Yeah, sure, you can see him.
Okay, cool. Cameron's gonna open up with I'm gonna open up with just let me grab my character sheet here. He is going to use we'll double check one thing real quick about the He's going to give Injir tactical positioning if Injir wants to use his reaction. He's going to attack the ruffian there. Let's see if he gets it. 16.
Will in fact hit the ruffian.
Cool. For 12 damage.
What ruffian? I see no ruffian here.
Yes. So
Alright,
Injir can move 5 feet as a reaction without provoking opportunity attack. And then Cameron will, I don't know, move over here to provide like some sort of front and action surge, because why not? And he's going to attack Pirate Enforcer and try to use Unbalanced Foe to give Glix a bonus to the attack against the Enforcer if he hits. Which he does.
Absolutely.
For 5 piercing damage on the Enforcer, Glix now has +3 to his attack against the Enforcer.
Excellent.
And that is Cameron's turn.
The Pirate Ruffians would go now if they were functional. Talia.
Here's where all my ruffians would be doing things if they were still active.
One's dead and the other's asleep. Oh well.
Yep.
All right. To move, we will attack the crewman here.
Yep. Which one? The one to your the one
On the right.
On the right. Oh, the one you got advantage on. Right, of course.
Yeah.
I can see a case for the other one.
Oh, I missed anyway.
You did.
Excellent.
So I will just stay right there then.
All right.
I'll stand right here.
Injir.
All right.
You are also currently inspired.
All right. Injir is going to go and try to spear this pirate crew right next to him.
Okay. Stabby.
Oh wait, that is with advantage.
So yep. The 18 will hit.
All right. We'll call that 9.
Well, 9 is enough. 9 is enough to drop him. So yeah.
Yeah. And now you can move and do another attack.
Not there.
You can move here safely.
Here
almost safely. Well, yeah, because you can go.
You've got the inspiration, so if you want to go for the Enforcer, you've got that backing you.
Yeah. If you want to go.
True.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's go for the Enforcer.
I didn't actually describe what these guys are equipped with. I am so sorry. Oh. Just a bit of flavor bit. So you are informed. The pirates, the crew are wearing leather armor. Sorry, studded leather armor. No, they're wearing leather. Hang on. They're wearing leather armor and are armed with scimitars and light crossbows. The enforcers are wearing studded leather armor and have sort of carrying sort of stout bludgeons and gaffer hooks. And the ruffians are armed with short swords and some throwing knives.
See, I was concerned
they're also wearing studded leather armor.
I was concerned you were going to say that the enforcers were armed with like dragon catchers or something like that. So,
all right,
they're not.
So fury of blows against the enforcer. I can't see.
Yeah. Okay. Enforcer. So that's
against Peer.
And that is I add what?
No. Just do the attack.
If you miss, you can use the inspiration.
Yeah.
So you do not miss.
Lightning.
And then what's the other one?
Okay, neither of those attacks misses. So you do 14 lightning damage to him.
Nice.
Bloodying him. Ow. Bzorch.
Where the fuck did this come from? We got a weird looking dinosaur over here, boys.
They do know what a kobold is.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they know what kobolds are.
They're just not used to a robed kobold with a spear kung fu attacking them out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, ow. All right, Sito. Not only did you guys get a surprise round, they rolled really bad initiative for the most part. Which is fine, honestly.
I kind of want to stop wasting spell slots at this point. So
I don't
it's just
blame
kind
you.
of like, what do I do?
I mean,
Shoot, just shoot.
shoots them.
Yeah.
Let me double check something here.
Mhm.
Da, 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 da. Okay, that's that, and then Blix, how confident are you in being able to take out that pirate enforcer at the but on your turn?
Moderately.
Moderately. Hmm.
Glix is getting a bonus to his attack roll, so
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just hedge the bets and have some fun. Zito has a look at that pirate enforcer who's just like getting like up, looking, distraught, and then, feeling waves of despair overcoming him, particularly as, all the dudes drop and the hex comes on. And it's like, and
gets shot.
yeah, it's just like, you seem to have quite a crew here, able-bodied for tending the floor.
Hmm.
That would
Vicious
be
mockery.
vicious mockery. So DC 14 Wiz save from the enforcer over there.
All right. Wisdom save, you say, huh?
Wisdom.
Not so much.
All right, so takes 4 psychic damage and has disadvantage on the next attack he makes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Nice. That will drop him to yeah.
It has less health.
Nope,
if
sorry.
if Glix
4
doesn't
damage.
succeed at killing him, then he's not going to achieve a whole lot, probably.
All right.
All right, crew.
Crew turn. Hooray! Schmuckos get to do stuff.
Cameron's just sort of like finger gunning at the schmucko with his free hand, just like.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Shema.
shoot at them because like I didn't feel like I'd be able to like
This way, he has
reliably knock them
advantage.
out.
He has
Excuse me, you're
advantage.
doing-
Hooray!
Excuse me, you're doing what? Ah!
Yeah, make your attack. He
He's
has no
actually
way of
brave enough to
knowing.
go with the sword.
So
24.
yeah, that'll hit. I don't think you can. Yeah, roll damage.
8 damage.
Yeah. So yeah, there was he had a plan. It was a good plan until it turned out you actually have the ability to
Carried an axe in his back.
It was at that moment he floored. He fucked up.
Yes, that is in fact accurate. Yeah, he's just gonna attempt to stab. Ah!
The other guy sees what is just
And
happening.
rolls a
like,
1.
huh?
Well done. A total of 4. Well done. He rolls a natural 1.
I take the scimitar out of his hands and like just kind of like smack him with it. No, stop it.
You're holding it wrong. Hold it like this.
So he's about to he's moving to stab. Then he sees you basically cut his buddy down just like right there. He's like, stab.
My heart's not in this.
Come on, last crew member. Make your clan proud.
Ah!
Come on.
Rolls a 5. Oh yeah.
Toro.
Yeah, see, this is why I didn't really want to like shoot at them. I didn't have the confidence of taking them out, but also, are they a threat?
Cameron's just like, come on, dude. Come on.
Are we the baddies here?
Thank you, Kalia, for justifying my turn.
Turn to Glix.
Glix, you better not fucking miss.
I'm
Also-
figuring out what
What you can do. Yep, that's fair.
I mean, like you can, I would say like what? You can move in with a Misty Step or other shenanigans to just straight up attack.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna Misty Step. I was gonna stab him with the knife also, but I can't get past that crewman. He did a good
Yeah.
job of screwing me. So yep, we will disappear with a Misty Step. Poof.
Bam.
Bamf. And yeah, we'll hit him with the axe. We're gonna axe him. We're gonna cleave him.
Okay.
We're gonna cleave him alone.
Yeah, that 17 will hit.
That definitely hits. Yeah.
A 20 will
Two-handed.
hit.
8 plus hex damage.
Yep.
Where are you, hex damage? Okay.
Yeah. Well. Ow.
Not dead?
No, not dead.
Not dead.
Well, don't worry.
Very much bloodied,
Well-
but not dead.
Well, we'll see if the disadvantage keeps you from getting hit. In which case, I made the correct call.
All
think
right.
Cameron will just-
Pirate Enforcer turns. We'll start with the one on Glix. All right, Glix. He's going to lash out you with that bladed hook thing he's got. It's a gaffer hook.
Right.
If he hits, well, you'll see. He
If.
has disadvantage, so that is
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh.
He rolls
Jesus.
extremely well.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
You take 5 piercing damage, and you are grabbed. You are grappled. Escape DC 13.
Or I could just kill him.
I'm not. That is an option.
I mean,
yes.
you kill him. Fuck you.
Yes. He is.
See, you be getting away from me now. And you're looking at your giant bleeding blade.
And then behind camera just shoots him. Just
All right. The other enforcer is going to do the same thing to Injir.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
He does not have disadvantage, however, though. A 21 will
Oh,
hit
dear.
you for 6 damage. Hook.
All right. And I can't react to it, so. Minus.
By the way, these hook attacks are much more effective when you have allies to take advantage of the fact you've got someone grappled.
Yeah.
That makes
I
sense. That makes sense.
yeah, it would make sense. Yeah.
They had
Unfortunately,
a plan.
And now all the rest of us will be Oh. Wait, you're surrounded by you corpses of me mates right now.
They had a plan. It just didn't work.
It's just, my plan was to deny them dues. It's like enforcer, huh? That sounds like a team effort.
All
all
right.
right. Well, that's it for the bad guys. Cameron, you're up.
Cameron, I have two options. I could just try to shoot the enforcer from here, or I could intentionally take an opportunity attack to get into flanking in order to get advantage on the attack.
Up to you.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think you'd get. I mean, you'd be stabbing him, not shooting him, if you wanted to get advantage.
I've been given advantage before by flanking and shooting.
That's
in
fine.
melee.
Given how Cameron's feats work, I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Okay.
I like if it's been a problem in the past, I've not been informed about it.
Yep. No, Cameron definitely has gotten advantage on flank attacks before.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I picked up the gunner feat intentionally so I could do gunplay in melee.
Yeah,
so-
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a feat involved. Okay.
There's a feat involved. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have disadvantage of shooting at melee range.
That's right. Yes.
yeah. So like all that kind of comes into play.
I'm not sure how it works officially, but I am very, very quite happy to let him have flanks in melee range because gun kata rocks.
Yes.
Yeah. Cameron will just take the opportunity attack to get into here. So
Sure.
pirate crew, try your best.
He will do his darndest to slash at you with his scimitar. Hata! 15.
Miss.
Yeah, I know.
Respectable effort.
He
Special
did
effort.
roll reasonably well for once.
Yeah.
Cameron's just like, hey, keep your hands off my friend there, you fucko. And
Bang.
Yeah, fucko.
yeah, 20.
20 will definitely hit him.
Oh dear, you're just
Did you just
7
walk
damage.
right up and just like execute him in the back
No,
of the head?
he's still standing.
Oh wow.
What? 7 does not kill him outright.
Nope.
Fuck.
It drops him
Well-
to 2.
Drops him to 2. That's not fun. Oh, wow.
think
Well,
it's
let's see here. Yeah. Well, oh, by the way, during all that, oh shit, I've been messing with my tactical positioning. I will have to amend that in the future there. But for the time being, I will say, actually, I can't exploit tactical positioning to make Glix move out of the grapple, Peter. Probably right?
No.
Probably not. No, it's not like a slide.
He has
where
to,
we
he
get
has to
involved.
escape.
Yeah. What I will say is that I will impose unbalanced foe so that Glix gets a
Gets
bonus to hit.
attack him. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far enough.
Anyways, that is all. Cameron, I've been trying to get people to hit me so I could use second wind, but no. But Cameron's also got to taunt the pirate crew. Just like, come on, I don't even have a sword on me. You can't hit a standing target.
Kalia.
I thought you had a magic sword.
He traded that.
No. I've not traded it yet.
He's not.
Oh,
he's
you
not,
put
he's
it
not
on
using
offer.
it though at the moment.
Yeah, I
I
have it.
miss. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You bastard.
Hit me. Come on.
One more time.
Injure.
All right.
Does Injure need to escape the grapple to do things,
Nope, he
or
can
can he
attack.
just attack? He
Yeah.
can just attack. Okay,
Okay.
They're not restrained or paralyzed. It's just
right.
Grappled.
Can I move or not?
You have to
Yeah,
escape
you
to move.
escape first to move.
Okay, so I have to escape first to move. Would
And
that
usually
take my
DC
action?
It is a DC 13. I don't
DC
remember.
13 dex save, and you do still have Bardic Inspiration, which does apply on saving throws.
So
I don't know if
sure.
it would consume your action to do it.
That's up to Peter. Does it take an action to escape from the grapple?
Let me look up grappled in the player's handbook.
That's the only question really in this case here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how grapple works.
I
into
actually
conditions.
I don't remember off the top of my head. So give me what this is one of those things I should look up. I should have looked up earlier.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. It's just one of those things. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Conditions grappled. Here we go.
Yeah.
A grapple creature's speed
Well,
becomes 0 and cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed.
Mm-hmm.
And if grappler is incapacitated. Oh, pardon me. Incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grapple creature from the reaction of the grapple or grappling, such as a creature that is hurled away by a Thunderwave spell. So no, if I want to get out of it, I actually have to get out of it.
Yeah, but the question is getting out of a grapple an action that's not answered by that entry.
Yep. Hang on.
Gosh, they're so bad at writing the rules for this game.
The condition lasts until it is either countered, the form condition is shattered by standing up, or duration is specialized.
A grappled creature can use its action to escape.
Okay.
Okay.
So
You would use your action, so you're probably better off just walloping him.
Yeah, I can't use the spear because if I use the spear while grappled, it doesn't work. Actually, I don't know if that rule still applies.
It doesn't.
I don't
As
know
far as
if
I
that
can tell,
rule applies.
it does not. The grapple condition does not say anything against you not be able to use weapons you're wielding. So
All right. Okay,
You're
so
just-
then,
yeah.
you can stab him.
oh yeah, I'm gonna stab the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah.
So let's start with the stab, and it
The
misses.
7
of
will
course,
miss.
But you can still flurry of blows if necessary.
yeah, flurry of blows would probably be a good idea here. So let's do flurry of blows. Unarmed strike, and
A 20 will hit. A 19 will hit.
19.
That drop.
So
Those 12. That 12 damage will drop him to 0.
Mm-hmm.
just shocked him off.
Up, 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 up,
And
up. Thud.
Now you can move 40 feet.
You're
Yeah,
no
I can
longer
move 40
grappled because he is the unconscious, or dead, or whatever you want. I don't care.
So that would actually be good for me to move here.
Yeah, move or here.
As you
Yeah.
aura the fuck out of him.
Yeah, so there. If I move here, that would help Kalia, or I can move.
If you move
here.
there, that helps. You can move here, that would help Ceto, because that pirate crew won't be incentivized to run over towards her.
Okay,
That
That
will
works.
provoke an opportunity attack, probably.
If I
1,
leave.
2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5, 6. No, you can get there
No,
safely.
you are fine. You can get there easily with
Yeah.
your movement. Yeah,
Yeah,
without
with 40,
provoking.
you can get there without a problem. Yeah, so
all right. Thank you.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
yeah, your route basically starts here, goes up here, to here, and then down there.
Yep,
So
you're fine. All right.
All right, that works.
Ceto.
Yep.
Not that it really matters, but Ceto goes before the pirate.
yeah. I said shoot the enforcer and take care of her because Glix couldn't.
Kill steal.
Big piss off Bob. I love it. I don't know. Say whatever you
Poor
want.
Bob. Poor Bob.
I just want to drink their blood. You're letting that mermaid get your kills.
Well, maybe if you just knew how to hit harder.
I'm not the one I'm not the one swinging myself around.
No, you're just the one acting things. Maybe if you're better at it.
Do. So, seeing as how things are going intensely poor for the pirates in the moment, Cedo is going to make her way about here. That's because that's as far as I can really go.
Mhm.
And addressing this injured pirate that Kalia has in her sights,
To mock him.
I do suggest that you lay down your arms. They're not going to avail you very much in this moment. And I'm hoping for that to be a persuasion.
Ah, okay. Well, you can make the
Hard
roll.
to say.
Okay. That is a very good roll in 18. I mean, you're very good at it, so.
It's just like, I could attack, or I could actually bard.
Yeah, in the situation he is in, I'm going to give him a wisdom saving throw and see what that says. The 3 says, all right, the mermaid is seriously I laid on my arms, and there's a scary lady with an axe who just cut my friend in half. Yeah, he will surrender.
Plus, the lightning-wielding lizard just ran past him.
Yeah, like I feel like this guy's having,
He surrenders. He drops his swords. I give. Don't kill me.
Parlay.
Took you long enough.
Ah. The remaining enforcer glares daggers at him, but the
Well,
enforcer
he
over
wants
there
to-
is less scary than the
Matters so
paladin
long.
right. The enforcer over there is less scary than the paladin right the fuck here.
Yeah, like the enforcer's opinion is going to matter for very long.
There's that issue as well. All right, he surrenders. The remaining pirate crew. Well, he's not being actively threatened right now. How
Yeah.
smart is he? He is very smart, and he also surrenders.
It's like, oh, I like that plan.
The lightning,
Hey, wait! If he's gonna do it,
there's like a lightning
that's a
just
fair-
coming right at him.
If Sven's
I
gonna surrender,
wanted to-
I can surrender too. Then sweet.
She's like, I didn't know that was an option.
nobody told me that we could just not do this.
There's a pirate
No
meeting
mas!
going on.
A career change.
All right,
Uh,
Glicks, murder.
Murder.
have advantage +3, you fucker.
Blender time.
Don't let me down, or do. It's your choice.
No oblo lightning punches.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
that's 21 will hit.
Yeah, he's
he's
exploded.
dead.
That's 14 damage, isn't it, Eric?
Yeah, it's 14. I haven't even rolled the hex damage yet.
Roll the hex damage. I want to see
I kind of want to see how dead is he?
All right.
How dead is he? Oh God.
Oh God. So I'm pretty sure that
So he's
that's
at negative
that's
18.
below.
That's
Yeah,
negative
I'm
one.
pretty sure that he is exploded.
Yeah.
Glix, you swing Bob in a beautiful lateral arc and just neatly separate his head from his shoulders.
I like to imagine that the way it,
short.
I like to imagine the way it plays out is like there's just this horrendous gore explosion
Well, you
from
see,
over there.
he's hooked you and has pulled you up, and you so you're actually roughly at head level with him as you cut his head off with Bob.
Bob just
Yeah,
makes his,
sort of give him a look like, really? Make it easy, why don't you? Whap.
Bob
The
takes
pirate
his
has
out
a sort of
utterly.
surprised look on his face as his head goes bouncing along the ground. It's like, huh, didn't see that coming.
I like to imagine that the way it kind of rolls out is like that gore explosion and decapitation happens over there. It's like utterly horrific and magnificent in equal measure. And then this guy over here just kind of like sees that the head lands right next to him, and that's when he surrenders. It's like, all right, you got it.
No, he definitely surrendered before that and is now convinced that was a very good idea that he just made.
Good idea.
Yep,
So it's
that
like,
was the
okay.
correct choice. I am smart.
Okay.
Yeah, he came out of this unscathed.
Cameron just looks at Glix. Is like, okay, you tie up these 3 over here.
We
Right.
are the
Tie them up.
pirates who didn't do anything.
That is
You can
exactly
you
what I'll
can-
be doing.
You can loot them afterwards, but tie them up first.
Hmm.
So I'll be looting them as I tie them up.
That is
That's
fine.
as long as you tie them up.
Pirates are tied up and looted. Yeah, they actually they don't have a ton of cash on them, or particularly anything super valuable. You would guess the captain's probably keeping most of the valuables back in the town.
Yeah, that's kind of about what I figured.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask about. Ask these two about.
Yeah, I will get to that in a second. Glix, you're able to, from the 3 you've tied up, you're able to confiscate. They do have between the 3 of them about 50 silver worth of currency of various sorts on them.
Oh, nice.
And various trinkets here and there. And as I mentioned, the ruffian has a sort of stout bludgeoning club thingy and a the
gaff
hook.
hook.
Yep, the gaff hook. I described the weapons they're carrying, so.
Yeah.
The 2 surrender pirates are like, so can what are you gonna do with us?
Why don't you both just have a seat at the moment while we
Okay. Yeah,
gather our
just
wits?
you can keep an eye on our weapons over there. We're fine with that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
gonna.
thank you
I'll
very
pass
much.
out a fair share of silver to everyone, so that's 10 silver for everybody.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
And so while all of that business is going on, Sita will actually, do her best to kind of like treat this guy's wounds without, doing anything.
You are able to. You are able to
resourcing.
Yeah, you are able to produce a bit of cloth bandaging to tie up his more egregious wounds.
Mm-hmm.
The lightning burns.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you need voice bandages? I happen to have some. Hashtag
Cameron
mermaid.
will
Thanks.
Cameron will assist in like checking over the wounds and such with Cito.
Ingier's probably helping as well. He's got some good medicine.
Yeah. And say it's like well, at least you 2 had the foresight to actually surrender.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well. She's very scary, and yeah.
Oh, she's not the scary one. I'm still covered in gore and right in his face. Just uncomfortably close.
Lex, you're the adorable one. You're the team
I
mascot.
am.
Okay.
I mean, you're all kind of scary in your own ways, honestly. But it
I'm
seemed
not
like
scary.
Lady, you put half the group to sleep, or a third of the group to sleep. You use
All right.
magic. That's inherently scary. I'm sorry.
The 2 pirates in question.
Yeah. The
Contemplates that for a moment. She's like,
Cameron just.
I've not met a
spins his
wizard
gun
yet
a
who's
few
not
times.
terrifying, and I know I'm not sure you're technically a wizard, but close enough.
Yeah. But Cameron just spins his gun a few times, just like, okay. So what to do with the 2 of you?
Let us go. After we tell you answer any questions you might have that we can answer.
I mean that's a simple thing. I think there's also some other things you 2 should be doing after we let you go.
Okay, well, we'll happily give it a consideration.
I'll worry about that when we get there.
So, do you have any questions that we could answer? Maybe we could be of some help to you, so that we get to live. We'd like to live.
What's the
So
security
who
situation?
was it that had the pirate journal?
Injure has it, I believe.
Injure?
Yes.
Zito is going to suggest Injir present that journal and ask if it seems like familiar writing to either of them.
Which he does.
Give me 1 second. I need to write something down here. I just forgot to jot down in my notes 2 names that I need to have available to me. All right, there we go. Sorry, I just needed to make sure I have names available to me that I needed to have. All right, so that's First Mate Barnes' journal, I believe.
Barnes, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
He's
all
still
on
kicking.
that other.
He's still around.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to take it that Barnes might be
I'm
in
surprised
charge.
he left it behind. I'm surprised he left his journal behind, but we did leave in kind of a hurry, so.
Yeah, you wanted to get off that shithole of an island, based on what I read from that journal.
Things been working out nicer here. You guys are having more fun here. How's it going?
It's less. There are other people here and more supplies and stuff. It is nicer, yeah.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. So you guys have took your treasure with you, right? You got your loot.
Well, what
You got
was
that
left?
back
What
in
was
your
what was left of the treasure? The captain brought. Yeah, we did lose a bunch of the treasure during the storm that wrecked us on the other island.
Yeah, we inferred that from the notes. I've read this.
I'm not sure exactly what's left of the ships, the haul from the last couple of ships we took, but you'd have to ask Captain. You'd have to ask Captain Derlin that. I don't know what exactly was left.
Tell me about Captain Derlin.
Well, she's a reasonably fair sort as pirate captains go. Less fond of random acts of cruelty to keep the crew in line. Pays pretty well. She's originally from Kardul, from what I understand. Apparently, she's got connections there. I don't know.
Is she a tiefling?
Yeah.
All right.
When you say she's got connections, do you mean that you're privateers? Or do you mean that she has people that can...
We've never attacked any ship that actually fly the Cardinal banner, so I guess it's a possibility. I've never seen her present letters of marque. I've never had to explain too closely what her connections back in Cardul are. It may just be she knows some good fences there. But we tended to offload most of our loot there, from what I understand.
Right. How did y'all get in this area in the first place?
Well, you mean other than running away from a ship, a much more heavily armed ship than we were anticipating? Honestly, we were running away from a ship flying that we were being attacked by a ship from Kardul, if I remember correctly, which seemed odd. The captain was very unhappy about it. I'm not sure what the actual deets on that are. But we realized we were badly outgunned and outmatched and ran, and then we ran into that storm, and yeah.
Right.
We found out why you generally don't want to flee too deep into the inner seas.
Yeah.
Apparently the tall tales are not so much tall and more accurate warnings.
Out of character, I'm trying to remember what the pirates have been basically. I mean, initially they had actually been trading with the primary village for a while, but then
the village they basically fled the previous island and took over a village that had been trading with a village of shipwreck victims that were trading with had been trading with the village you guys were in.
Got it. All right. So I think the next yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the village you're all holed up in right now?
Well, I feel a little bad about taking over the way we did, but they weren't particularly organized, and Captain sort of rolled in and sort of, laid down the law, as it were. A couple of the local sort of village guards, I guess, local toughs, whatever, objected, and the captain said that if they really wanted to, she'd allow the duel First Mate Barnes, and if they won, if they won their duels the First Mate, then she would concede concede and wouldn't try to take over concede and let things go as currently stood. But if the First Mate won the duels, then she was in charge.
Right. Okay. So we can see what
Let's just
happens.
say Barnes is a good swordsman.
Yeah. Yeah.
You tell about this Barnes fellow.
I mean, what do you want to know?
What is there to know?
He's the first mate. He's good, fairly good sort, clever. Been working with the captain for a long time, as far as I know, and is an excellent swordsman.
Right.
What? Could you describe him so we could identify the gentleman?
Oh, well, he's sort of a tall, fairly burly fellow with short brown hair, neatly trimmed beard. Favors a very nice longsword, and is just a generally all around competent fighter.
Got it. Got it. All right.
Longsword, that's a weird option for a pirate.
He seems to like it.
Well, if the tool of your trade works, then I see no concern there.
When he operates on land, he favors sort of a chain shirt. When he's at sea, he favors studded leather, obviously.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Right. So,
Understandable.
tell us about the village. Where do you guys hang out? Where we can find the Catman and Barnes?
Well, Captain's probably hanging out near the docks. It's where she generally hangs out, unless she's got something more important to do. Barnes is sort of in charge of keeping an eye on the roads and such, and keeping the villagers in line in case they decide to get a little out of hand.
Say the docks. Do you have a ship?
Well, the village has a few boats, yeah. Fishing boats and the like.
Yeah.
Nothing super seaworthy.
Nothing's gonna get out of here in any case.
And from what we've heard, even if they did have something more seaworthy, getting through the storms is kind of a no-go.
Yeah.
They're good enough probably to get to some of the other islands in the area, but that's about it. There are a few other smaller islands around here and there.
It is interesting that the captain permitted a formal challenge to her authority.
I imagine that would be more palatable than just wanton slaughter and saying "get in line or die."
She did just lose a bunch of people.
She knew it weren't a fair fight.
Maybe a little A, a little B, possibly. I don't know. As I said, she's been one of the better captains. She's probably the best captain I've ever served under. So.
Okay.
Definitely treating her crew the best of any captain I've ever served under.
Yeah, but our concern is not how she treats the crew.
Well, that I will say that's not a particularly high bar to leap.
Yeah, we're less concerned about how she's treating the crew and more about how she's treating the other residents of this island.
My point is that.
No, go ahead, Nick. Sorry.
My point is that there may be a chance for us to resolve things more cleanly than I had anticipated initially.
Possibly.
I mean, do you think we just go in and we challenge for control of the village?
Well,
none of us belong on this island. It is possible that we could arrange for a cleaner resolution than simply engaging in another large-scale battle. And given that the crew have taken up command of a village of innocents, it might be best to avoid a skirmish such as the one that we just had.
no disagreements there.
What, you think they're gonna take the others hostage?
Kali just kind of looks at the two people that they've spared. Like,
That's not gonna work.
well, no, I mean like, as in like prompting. What do you think?
Well, I mean, you could. Captain probably willing to talk. She's fond of talking, from what I understand. You might be able to work some sort of deal out with her. She's a fairly reasonable sort. And from what we've seen, the villages haven't been treated too badly. I mean, yeah, they know who's in charge, and they're not they're clearly not the top of the heap, but
Would you be able to get us an audience with the captain?
with the captain, no, but we could probably we could probably come along with you and convince. We might be able to convince Barnes to at least give you a hearing and let him decide what to do.
Kali is going to think. Kali's going to think a little bit for a minute, and then she's going to take out a bag, and she's going to walk over to the enforcer that Glix beheaded and put his head in a bag.
Not surprised.
Okay.
Sometimes you need to make requests more forcefully.
The pirates sort of look at it, sort of, yeah, fair enough. They get it.
Like we haven't done that before.
It's like, oh yeah, that's old hat. Yeah, sure.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of there's a game that I would occasionally take part in down here locally, where the crew, like the party, developed this reputation in the community for going around and cutting off people's heads and carrying them around in bags. Because it was like
a cleric would cast Speak with Dead on the head.
Well, part of it was like this, kind of Mad Max-ish area where there was a lot of reputation involved, so they would deliberately cut off the heads of the commanders and stuff that they defeated so that they would improve their reputation and stuff. But it got to the point where they're just carrying around like half a dozen skulls in bags at all times.
So you're saying they had 12 heads in a duffel bag?
Mm-hmm. So I'm telling myself, like, this is going to be a short thing. Like, I'm not going to just carry this around all the time. I'm going to make the point and then I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not going to do that. Okay.
All right.
That's what I'm in favor of anyway. Obviously, if anyone wants to object to us walking up into the village and potentially disrupting any chance we have of taking them by surprise, I will understand.
No.
We can do it that way.
If there's citizens,
what are you talking about? We really should just go cut all their heads off, dude. What are you talking about?
We're
going to end up cutting off some heads either way. So relax, Bob.
You better not be lying.
These guys ain't gonna...
I only got to take one pirate head so far today, dude.
Cameron will just sort of nod to Kali a bit. There's like, yeah, let like, especially when we're in a position where there's more, well, like you said, innocence involved. And besides, if everyone is taken out, then, well, it's not like we're restoring trade between the villages, like, so.
Also, we may end up having to just decide which of us gets involved in a one-on-one duel, but we'll see, I guess.
We'll do rock paper scissors when it comes time.
I was thinking we would do the same thing. Like,
cut to the scene. Like, this is not what I expected to happen.
I wasn't even in the game.
Like, why am I here?
All right, so here's how you carry a sword, Cito.
I have a dagger.
All right. I guess that's our current plan.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys will adventure.
Let's just walk in.
Yep. Okay. You arrive at the village, the outskirts of the village. I've got the map misnamed. But you arrive, and you are greeted by a group of sort of guards. What look like sort of guardy types. I forgot to label this token. That was a mistake. I noted. I just forgot to check the nameplate.
Ah, interesting.
Do we? I'm wondering. Do we carry the unconscious ones with us too, more or less?
That might not be a terrible idea, unless you want to leave them in the forest to be eaten by dinosaurs.
Let's take a short rest before we go away.
That is fine. You definitely are allowed to do so. I definitely would say you have time to take a short rest.
All right.
All right. That works.
Yeah, while Cito and Camera are talking to them, that's short rest time.
Yeah. All right. So,
honestly, we could probably just wake them up, make certain that they're clear that they have no weapons, and it's just this is the situation.
Yeah, sure.
We're walking it back, guys. You know.
Where's the hit dice button at? There it is.
It's another short rest thing.
But yes, yeah, I mean, they are actually amenable to this. It means you're not leaving them unconscious, tied up in the dungeon to be eaten by dinosaurs. So
Yeah.
this beats the other option. So
So, yeah,
Alright.
so we basically have a train of a few crew members.
Yep.
And some heads.
you guys are in the northern path,
Hey,
by the way.
head.
North.
Northern path.
No,
This one over here.
Either or, your pick. Yeah, basically the path sort of loops. The path loops around the village a bit. Yeah, these squares do not line up with the grid. Just letting you know, I tried to get it to let them line up, but I could not get them to line up.
Oh wow, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have done better, but I could not get it to
It's
line
fine.
up.
It's fine.
I got.
All good.
It was a case of I got really frustrated and said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
No, I've been there.
Even map tools sometimes I
Oh, yeah.
deal with that.
All right. Well, that happened to me a few times in map tools too. I don't know if you guys probably remember a couple of games where that happened.
Yeah.
All right.
I've
All right.
done that and just been like, oof.
All right, you
So
guys
in-
arrive and you see you're confronted by some crew, some enforcers. A woman who's dressed like most of the rest of the pirates, but is very clearly a wizard.
Got staff and a hat and everything.
In fact, the token doesn't, but she does.
she's got like the starry robes and stuff like that, but then she's just got a pirate hat.
It's the other way around. She's wearing pirate gear, but she's got these sort of starry sort of cloak and a hat that says wizard on it. I'm joking. She doesn't have that, but
Rincewind.
she is not Rincewind. She actually can cast spells. She has.
Well, this also explains why she doesn't duel the people who challenge her.
Though she's also smarter. Yeah, she's a wizard. She don't do that. But you see a
Kind of-
large
I can appreciate this.
you see a tall sort of a tall guy wearing a chain shirt, very short hair, neatly trimmed beard, long sword at his hip. Who's sort of in charge? He looks up and sees you guys approaching, sees the unconscious crew coming behind him, tied up crew behind him, and sort of.
Oh, wankers, we brought you presents.
I can see that. Let me guess. You are representing. Hang on, this is me forgetting. 1 second. You represent Karahuta Village, don't you?
Oh, you got a brain in that big old head of yours.
Look at the big old brain of Brian.
I'd like to think I do.
All right. Let's not be unnecessarily hostile here.
That was just me out of character saying that because I would have
figured.
the stupid Pulp Fiction reference.
Even still, Glix is still getting us off on a rough
Yeah.
foot. So
Yeah,
Blix is totally doing the prison yard thing. Like, of course we have to walk in with swagger. They're fucking pirates.
All right. Clearly,
All right.
given how you're approaching, you want to talk. I'm willing to listen for a little while at least.
All right. Who was to take
Sounds
lead on
amenable.
this one? Not Glix.
I'll do the talking. Also, Cito will just kind of instruct the captive crew to just kind of sit over there.
They do so. They're pirates. They're not they're pirates. They're not super stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them are pretty dumb, but not. They understand the situation they're in, and that you could deal with them before their friends could free them. So yeah, okay.
There's that, and there's also I kind of want to like make good faith gesture out of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's hear it. What you get? What's the deal?
Well, you are correct in your suspicion that we are acting on behalf of the village in this matter. It is true that they don't particularly appreciate the change in economic climes as a result of your arrival. However, it sounds like you all are actually a rather surprising. Excuse me. It does sound like you all have a rather honorable space to you. So we figured perhaps we could settle this in a more diplomatic manner rather than coming to blows and needlessly having mass losses on both sides.
on your side.
Question. Out of character.
Yep.
Is this
It's
like
not. No.
here?
The gallows is not there. No.
Okay.
No.
I
I forgot to mention.
I was
that,
like,
there's no.
hold on a
there's
second.
not actually a gallows there. No.
don't know if we can actually talk to these guys.
No. I forgot. I noticed that as I was swapping over. I didn't notice it when I set the map up, and I was like, literally, I should remember. Don't forget to mention the gallows aren't there. Then I forgot to mention it because I'm an idiot.
Yep.
See,
I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Gallows made sense to me. I didn't even question it. Of course, it'd be Gallows.
All right. Anyways, continue.
The Barnes sort of sits there, strokes his beard a little bit. So you want to set up you want to try to resolve this diplomatically, as it were.
I believe that would be agreeable, yes. By the way, as a further good faith gesture, Injir,
Jeter's like, yes.
the journal, if you'd be so kind.
He pulls it out and kind of like,
Oh, my journal! It survived.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a fun read.
toss
Well,
it to,
all right,
toss it
then.
to the good first mate.
Huh. All right.
he just kind of hands it to one of the crew.
The crew sort of ferries it back to him. Looks at it. Not in the best shape, but given what it's been through since we left, I'm not surprised. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. I can
Yeah,
probably. Thanks. All right. Look. The captain thinks she's got a pretty sweet thing going on here,
Uh-huh.
but honestly, I think long-term survival, you guys might be right. That a more diplomatic solution is probably good. Working with them is probably a better idea long-term, is my gut feeling.
Uh-huh.
But it's up to the captain. But you know what? She's not an unreasonable sort. Let's go have a chat with her. You come with me, and we'll go have a chat with her. I'm going to assume you're going to want to keep your prisoner for the time being, and I think it'd be a good way to make a point to the captain, since I think that was our patrol that you guys ran into.
That would be
Yep.
correct, yes.
Those are the survivors. Am I correct?
Yep.
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 Okay. He counts heads. Yeah. All right. You guys have the air about you guys know what you're doing. So, all right, come with me.
Thank you.
He turns the guys. You guys keep watching the road in case dinosaurs show up or something.
Somebody the prisoners.
I'm going to take this on its face, but I am going to say I'd like to do an insight.
Insight.
Just- This is a little easy.
Kalia is not taking this on its face. She's like, wait a minute. And she's just kind of like looking around, looking
I
at
guess
like the way
I'd
that
like
the crew,
to.
looking at the way the crew are looking between each other.
All right. The crew seems surprised that he's taking it like this. He and the wizard the wizards are looking at him like, yeah, it seems to be of the same mind. He is very clearly Cameron. You are okay. Cameron, Kalia, Glix. Actually, everybody rolled 15 or better, which is everyone but Ash.
Except, yeah.
Ash, you got a feeling that he's probably on the level. Everyone else, yeah, he's on the level.
Yeah.
You get the
Cameron's
impression
just
he started looking at you guys like, yeah, these guys can probably take us. It's like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, when someone can take you wants to talk, you talk.
yeah.
It's probably aided by the fact that, like, given the last two encounters, barely any injuries were
You
sustained.
guys are fine. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys look fine. You guys have trekked from the village to here through his like.
Mhm.
You also get the feeling that he's more confident in the captain's ability to take you guys than like him and his rabble here.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, all right. So he turns and says, Star, just keep you guys. You're in charge of the watch here. I'll come with these. I'll go with these guys. And so he leads you onto the docks where you'll meet up with the captain. Hang on, let me.
Batman spinning logo transition.
Pretty much
Mm-hmm.
to the docks. Oh, hang on, I didn't move my map to the docks. Dumb. There we go. You're coming in through the north road. There we go. Nope, I copied him. 2 times.
Ah!
I'm fine.
Everyone like stumbles into each other in a big heap, and Cameron like dances around it.
All right, so you guys
can't
arrive.
do
I'm going to shift the tokens, the pirate tokens around a little bit.
Feel free.
Actually, no, he's going to. There are a couple of guys over here watching because, duh. All right, yeah. All right. You see a bunch of the sort of more competent-looking crewmen, the ruffians, a couple of enforcers, another wizard, and Captain Derlin herself.
And
She's
Derlin-
she's a reasonably tall red-skinned tiefling,
okay.
fairly elegantly dressed, wields a very nice-looking rapier.
Oh, rapier.
Yep.
That actually would get the camera's attention.
Yep. Hang on, let me just double check something here. You guys did not she's got a hand crossbow at one hip. She looks out at you and says, Barnes, you brought guests, I see. Yes, Captain. They come from Karhuda Village, and they dealt with our patrol, shall we say, and would like to have words with you. Diplomatic words, ideally. I see. All right. I'm willing to talk at least. I can be a reasonable sort. So, what... You want to resolve things diplomatically between us and the Karhuda village, you say?
That would be ideal, yes. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Indeed. All right, I'm willing to give you all. I'm willing to hear you all out. What's you offering? What you suggesting?
Right then. So, we are recently arrived ourselves. We are not from the village. We simply find ourselves in their circumstance. However, we did come across your site upon the other island. First Mate Barnes has had his journal returned to him.
Mm-hmm.
We understand the situation, the circumstances that brought you here. I am of the mind that given how things don't tend to leave this territory, that making friends would be more valid long term for everyone involved rather than making enemies. And considering that your initial movements into this village were of rather minimal hostility and of a fairly hostile manner, I do think it is feasible for a new settlement to be formed amongst your own people with cooperation from the surrounding villages.
So, what you're offering is, if I'm reading you correct, I stay in charge here, but we agree to trade with the local villages more peaceably, like, rather than just
That's
take
about
what we
the
want.
long and short of it. Yeah.
It does seem the fairest solution, does it not?
That or the local villages help you establish your own settlement in another part of the island, and this village returns to its prior establishment. Either way, I'm not particularly concerned about that detail.
Huh.
The core of it is, I believe you would stand to benefit from trade more so than plunder, as it were.
You should give me a persuasion roll word.
That is not the right button, but it's the same score. So, it also doesn't matter. Features. Where is this?
Okay, Bard feature. Okay.
Yep. Bard.
Time to do bard things.
So Silver Tongue. When you make a charisma persuasion or charisma deception check, and this is persuasion,
Yep.
you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
Aha. All right. Therefore,
That's
that is
an
a 10 and therefore an 18. Got it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Well done,
bard.
You can take
Well
10
done,
on
Word.
this. Got it.
Yes.
All right. She sort of crosses her arms, tilts her head to one side, looks at Barnes. Barnes, you sort of gives a sort of a subtle nod. Those of you, several of you have enough passive perception to notice that. I'm just going to say that.
Mhm.
The crew look a little sort of like, but we're clearly going to fight them, right? Right? Clearly, we're going to kick their butts and take their stuff, right? Right? The captain sort of looks at her crew. All right, you scallywags. She's talking to the crew, or obviously talking to her crew. I think the merlady there has actually a fairly good point. You all seen what the non-human denizens of this island are like. She air quotes around human, you know.
The non-civilized.
Yeah. The beasties and the less friendly,
the Gribblies and the whatnots,
and the even less friendly societies that we've heard tell from rumor. Yeah, actually having some friends probably makes having some at least non-enemies seems like, at a minimum, non-enemies seems like a smarter thing to do than. I think, lads, we fell into old habits more than anything else, given where we are. And we get to stay top of the heap here, guys. I'm thinking this is not a terrible idea. The enforcer comes up to her and says, "Boss, we're pirates. We take what we want. Why do we have to listen to these outlanders?"
Kalia takes the bag out and dumps the hat on the floor.
And Cameron pulls out like his gun and just spins it in one hand for a moment.
She says, "That's one reason. The other reason."
I want to imagine both heads at
another
floor.
That's
I'm not
fine.
taking any offensive actions. I'm just poofing over.
That's fine. And the other reason, Sven, is I'm in charge and you're not. As she runs him through with his rapier.
Ooh. Object lesson.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I imagine both of those heads hit the ground at the same time.
Oh no! She just runs him right through the heart, and he goes thud.
You have misunderstood the ideals.
Any questions?
Looks up at her, and he's just got like this big smile on his face. I think I'm gonna like you.
She looks
One
at
of
it
the
and
parts.
goes, I can live with that. Sort of shakes the blood off her rapier and resheathes it. Any questions? Anyone else have any objections? The rest of the crew go, right, boss, right. There's a reason she's in charge. Right. Good.
You dare question the code?
What code? You questioned the code. Get him.
Oh no, this crew wasn't built to code.
I mean, that wasn't technically enough damage to kill him, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
He's at least unconscious. I would say.
He died.
He's dead.
That
He got cutscened.
Yeah,
that is at least
exactly. Word's
is
right.
at
He got
least-
cutscened.
I gotta say, he's at least. So that doesn't.
Yeah. Right.
More
I
of a
think we
stab
can work
scene.
something out with them. If they're willing to talk to us, I'm willing to have words with them. And
Very well.
I think that, a non-aggression pact at a minimum is probably the right thing to do.
Right.
Very well. I would suggest an emissary of note from yourselves, as well as perhaps a representative of the established village, to deliver that message would be the best way of conveying that non-aggression.
You know what? I think you got a good thought there.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the former village head along with. I'm gonna go. I'll go and talk personally to the elder, the Karahuda. I think the actual boss going probably makes the most sense, and I bring the former head with me, whom I've had a reasonably decent relationship after they surrendered. Honestly, he was largely willing to let me take over without too much. It was his guards who were particularly aggressive.
Cameron will raise a note. I think another mark of good favor would be if the former head knew what type of goods were traded towards the village, bringing a parcel of that of sort would.
Sure, I'll go
Reestablish the
have a
routes.
word with him.
So what you're saying is we have an accord then.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do have an accord.
Glix produces 2 cups and pours from his jug for against our wall.
She looks down and says, okay, you're right. I think I do like you.
All right.
All right. Yep. She
I think
she
Glix
clinks
is
cups
not
with
gonna-
him, drinks it. That is
All right.
vile.
It is. I love it.
Yeah. Cameron will then put his his gun away and be like, okay, well, I think we could spend the night here. Who wants to play some cards?
That you get a small crowd when you say that.
All right.
She says, "All right, yes, yep. Y'all are welcome to stay. We'll have a bit of a feast tonight. It'll take most of the evening to get things together for a trip, anyways. Best leave in the morning."
Sita will turn to First Mate Barnes and offer a handshake and
Which
say,
he will-
"Thank you for
will-
being reasonable."
Yes, I'm kind of glad this worked out as well as it did. Shame to lose Sven, but he was always an idiot.
Kalia crosses her arms. She looks okay with this, but not super happy.
That is understandable.
Years is like, hey, this is the best possible solution from where we were at.
Honestly, this went better than you guys were. Went quite well, and I'm gonna wrap there because it's 5:00, and I think it's a good wrapping point.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll pick up next time with actually interacting with the pirates and the negotiations, probably when you get back to town. So that's gonna do it for this week. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back next week, I suspect, for more shenanigans.
Yep. Next week I should be good. Yeah.
Excellent. Good.
I should be good too.
Awesome. Thank you everybody for
Please don't.
watching.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed. If you are watching us on YouTube and had fun and want to watch more, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. That way the algorithm, hit the bell. That way you know when new episodes go. Feed the algorithm, guys, please. It's going to do it, folks. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Fast,
Bye.
everyone.
Yar.
Yar.